Okay, cool. So today's agenda is we will finish off the agentic AI theory related part. So we'll be discussing on agentic AI product manager responsibility, then agentic AI product life cycle, how does it happen, and then agentic AI improvement loop. Then we will have Menti quiz, and we will have one quick session, workshop also. So workshop will be on. One second. So it will be Python mini project to demonstrate prompt engineering. I think this we haven't covered it initially. So let's cover this today. So this will basically demonstrate how you will form your uh, prompts basically using the template in Python. Then we'll discuss on LangChain theory, and if we'll get some time, we'll do some hands-on also. And from tomorrow, we will be starting full on LangChain, then Crew AI, AutoGen, everything. Okay. So we are going to discuss about. Let me create a new mind map. So we are going to discuss about AI-driven project, or not project, product management. So wherever you are working, or whenever you will be implementing the agentic AI, you have to basically understand the role of product management also for that particular product. Yeah, on high level, it's not just you will be creating the agents and you will be just doing the coding. So if you understand the product management part also, it gives you an upper hand basically wherever you are working and implementing the solutions. Yeah, so that's the whole idea of me covering these theories since last couple of session. So as part of AI product management, so we have discussed about AI, uh, agentic AI system layers, right? Or system design. System design we have discussed. And as part of it, we have discussed IMOA, right? I means infrastructure layer, M means model layer, O means orchestration layer, A means application layer. That we have already discussed. Next is we will discuss on key focus area for AI product manager. After this, we will discuss the life cycle for AI, agentic AI, or let me write AI only. Life cycle of AI product development. And please keep a note of all these things handy because it will be very, very helpful for you guys in the interview. So whatever I have taught you in last couple of sessions, that will help you a lot in the interviews. And next is improvement loop. Improvement loop for AI products after the release. Okay, so these things we will be going to discuss. Nice. Okay, so key focus area of product manager, right? So uh, let me open the slides that I want to open. Okay, now let's say that you are a product manager. Consider yourself as a product manager. And I want a volunteer first. Can someone volunteer, please? Anyone?
I could do I mean, I do most of the time, but if anybody is interested, then go ahead.
Yeah, Sunny, thanks for that. So you are our session facilitator, Sunny. Okay. And let me 1 second. Huh? Give me a second, please. Let me share my screen again. Okay. So, Sunny, consider that you are a product manager, okay? And you have to drive the initiatives of management. So you can in the current slide, you can see a car, right? And a person sitting on the driving seat. So consider that it's you, and you have to drive the product management within your firm. So what role you are playing here if you are sitting on a driving seat? I mean, I am
Driver,
asking in a general sense, not project related, just general sense. If you are driving this car, so what you will be called here?
driver,
Driver, right?
yeah.
So, uh, key focus area of for AI product manager. So I have coined in a term as driver to explain the key focus area of AI product manager. So D basically stands for data. So first key focus point for product manager will be data. Now, what all things he has to ensure in this particular point is the data quality. So data quality, he has to ensure that data is clean, correct? Now, data is clean means, he has to make sure that data pre-processing and data pipeline, everything is in place, and the final data that we are using for building our agentic AI application or AI application is clean. So data pipeline is another point, right? The PM has to take care of the data pipeline. Then he or she has to take care of segregating the data between structured
I mean,
versus.
I think you are not sharing the.
Okay, I'm not sharing.
I mean, I can see the
Oh,
Abhinav.
sorry. I think, yeah, 1 second. I have shared it. Okay, you can see now, right?
Yeah, I can see.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, next point is structured versus unstructured stru- structured data. Now, structured data means tables, right? The data in the CSV format or tabular format, whereas unstructured data is text data, chat data. So, the PM should know, and PM should be responsible for segregating these kind of data. I mean, of course, working with the team, not by himself or herself. But yeah, this is one of the key responsibility of product manager. And then collect user behavior and capture feedback, ratings, reviews, correction. So this is very important aspect, data, because let's take an example that if let Netflix recommendation fails, it may not be because of that the model is bad. It can be because of the fact that data can be poor in that case. So the first factor is D factor. So data is something which is the key focus area, one of the key focus area for a product manager. Second is R. R stands for reasoning. So reasoning means product manager should be capable to choose the right approach. Now, when I talk about the right approach, so there can be different approaches, right? Right? Rule-based systems. So we have discussed on this that not every use case has to be mandatorily about AI use case. So there are some problems which can be simply, solved using a usual rule-based system. Then, our traditional ML models we can use, and then LLM also we can use. So it basically depends on the use case and selecting the right approach. Second is uh, PM or product manager should think how to handle hallucinations and accuracy, right? Then he or she should be knowing how to improve the output using prompts and RAG. Then which model to select. So these are some of the key responsibilities when we talk about reasoning as one of the focus area for the product manager. Okay. Now next is I part, right? Now under I part, it basically tells about interaction. I equal to interaction. So interaction basically tells about the interaction. I mean the responsibility focus area with respect to interaction with the user. So he should be knowing how to decide the UX. Basically, UX may be chat, whether you have to decide on chat, recommendation system, or automation of the workflow. So that should be clear to the product manager. The second responsibility that comes under interaction is empowering the user. So how do you empower a user? So you should give them edit option, retry option, and the full control, right? So edit option on the application, then retry option and full control, not full control, but control on how they can manage the things. So sometimes what happens if you are creating bad UX, then it is confusing, right? Even if let's say if it is doing the same, we have a same AI and it is producing same result, but if the bad UX is there, then it feels confusing to the user. If it is a good UX, then it sometimes feels magical, right? The user fall in love with the good UX. So this is what interaction part covers. Next is V, driver. V means validation. So validation means the testing part. He has to take care of the testing part. Testing, maybe there are, A to B testing, then prompt testing. So there are, various frameworks available to do prompt testing. Prompt foo is one of the framework available to do automated prompt testing. Then model comparison should be done to as per the use case, right? One model will basically suits one use case, another model will suit another use case, and accordingly. So V basically means testing, and then the PM should be knowing how to measure the accuracy and usefulness and latency issues. All those things needs to be conditioned under should be considered under V part. Next is driver, E part. E is about implementation of ethics and governance. So ethics and governance may PM should know when to add and how to add, not how to add, what to add and when to add guardrails. So guardrails we have discussed. Guardrails are the rules which tells AI what to do and what not to do. Then governance. Governance is organizational level policies. Then we have monitoring, and then we have observability and explainability. That we have discussed, right, in a couple of last session. So this is about ethics and governance. Next key focus area is R. R means reinforcement. So reinforcement is about learning and improving, right? So improve from user feedbacks, then improve from usage pattern. So more usage pattern means you have to find out whether the application is being used more in days or any particular hours or any particular season, all those things, right? So that you can improve your application. And then you have to run continuous experiments and iterations. Okay, so this is about the key focus area for a product manager. And you should be knowing these things because it becomes very important whenever you are going in an organization working on an agentic AI project. You should be knowing the things in and out about your product, right? And about your domain also. So this is how you basically think to manage a particular agentic AI product or to make strategies around a product. Yeah. Now, next thing is uh, the life cycle. Where is the life cycle? Okay, this is the life cycle. Life cycle for product development. Okay, so let me pick someone from the crowd. So Deepak.
Yes, Abhinav.
So let's say you are designing a product, agentic AI product, right? So if you are designing a agentic AI product, what you will be called in this case? Designing. It will
Architect,
focus on the word designing.
designer, architect.
Designer. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
designer is the correct word. So let's explain. Let's understand life cycle of AI product development with the word designer. So designer में D is basically about discovery, discover. So and the particular life cycle phase of product is known as product discovery phase. Okay, so यहाँ पे first is to basically identify pain points for users and then decide whether to actually use AI or not, right? Because sometimes we overcomplicate the thing just to implement AI just for the sake of implementing AI, right? And then there are other things that we can collect other points, initial points, and requirement gathering. All those things will be done in discovery, product discovery phase. Next is E. E part basically stands for evaluate feasibility. So evaluate feasibility falls under product exploration phase. Product exploration. So here what you have to do, first you have to decide whether you have enough data or not. Do we have enough data? Then you have to find the cost versus value mapping. Value means ROI. How much cost you will be putting in, how much value you will get once the product is ready. So is it worth it? Right? So all those things will basically come under product exploration when you are evaluating feasibility. Then comes S part. S basically stands for shaping solution. Shaping solution basically falls under product planning and road mapping phase. So product planning and road mapping. This is product planning and road mapping. Here you have to basically choose the approach, right? Finally, you have to choose the approach. So what approaches we have talked about? Fixed rule slash ML slash LLM, right? That will be we will be doing in product planning and road mapping phase. Next is decide or finalize the UX part, whether you want to go with chatbot, recommendation system, automation workflows, something like that, right? And most importantly, define what do you have to define? Where AI will help versus where will human decide. So this is something which will come under shaping solution stage. Next is DESI. I means implement. So implement basically falls under the product design and development phase. Product design and development phase, right? Here, what you have to do? You have to decide on the model if you are using, LLM model, model selection basically. Then you have to decide your backend, what backend you want to use, what technology you want to use. Then front end, correct? Then DBs, what DBs you want to use. Then data pipelines, you have to decide on data pipelines and any technical selection, whatever. Yeah. So integrate that into product, decide this, and then develop the product, correct? And set up the okay, developing the product, then uh, setting up orchestration. I would say IMUA, implement all layers here. IMUA, infra, model, orchestration, application layer. Okay, so this comes under I stage. Then comes G. So G is basically gauge or gauge. Gauge means evaluate properly. Okay. So this comes under product pre-launch evaluation. So under product pre-launch evaluation, you have to do testing, right? So test for accuracy, test for prompts, test for usefulness, whether the product that uh, you are making will be actually solving the purpose what you have decided, what you have basically designing it for. And then you have to do A to B testing also and check edge cases. Okay, so all these things will come under pre-launch evaluation before just launching the product, right? Then N, next is GN. N basically stands for navigate deployment. So what does basically, okay, navigate deployment is basically what phase? Product deployment phase. This is product deployment. So under product deployment, you have to, first of all, plan to roll out the apps for beta users. And then you have to decide on your strategy to do gradual or incremental release. Okay. Then next is about monitoring. Monitor what you have to monitor when you have launched the application for beta users. You have to monitor the errors and user behaviors, right? And monitor the guardrails also. Whatever you have implemented, whether those guardrails are implementing or not, right? Guardrails, governance, all those things. Okay. Now comes the E part, designer, second E part. So E here stands for enhance. So this basically about improvement after launch. So this comes under product post-launch evaluation. Product post-launch evaluation. So what is basically that is all covered under it is collect feedback, user feedback, and then usage data. And again, you have to basically keep on improving your prompt and model, right? You have to reassess based on the model. Let's say if you have built your application using GPT-4 and with GPT-5 you are producing much more quality output. So you that reassessment or assessment needs to be done after product post-launch evaluation, right? This is how you can improve. And then you can improve on your UX also, UX, whatever, some enhancement that you can do on your UX. Next is designer, ER. R, okay, R basically stands for refine and scale. Once your product is stabilized at first stage, then you have to think of optimizing, right? Optimize what you have to optimize: the speed, the cost, the performance. So these optimization you can do as part of refine and scale. And then scaling part, scale. Where do you want to scale? Scale to more users, right? Once beta users are satisfied, you can plan to scale to more users and to more use cases also. Okay. So this is about uh, life cycle of a AI product development. So how the AI, agentic AI product development happens? It happens using designer stages. Okay. So this is about product life cycle for AI product development. Next is improvement loop for AI product after release. Okay. So who all are the tennis fans here? Any tennis fan here? Because the improvement loop for AI product after release will be based on, it is related to tennis only. So just want to understand who is the tennis fan here? Sai, Deepak, Meghna, Raj, anyone? All boring
Table
person.
tennis or lawn tennis?
Lawn tennis, lawn tennis.
I don't know the rules and all,
No,
but
rules
table
nahi. So
tennis,
you know some players. Is there any favorite player in tennis? Okay, can someone name any famous players in tennis? All boring people here, huh? No one follows tennis.
I know
Okay,
him,
not
but I'm
that.
unable to remember.
Monica Sales.
Sunny, tell me some good tennis player names. I mean, your favorite tennis players.
Uh, Rafael Nadal.
Nadal, right? Who else?
Carlos Alcaraz.
Alcaraz. Who was the prime competitor of Nadal?
Carlos.
No. During Nadal time,
Federer.
Federer, right?
Federer,
Yeah.
Roger Federer.
Right. By the
Federer.
way, I'm also a good tennis player. FYI. So I thought I'll give a reference from tennis. Okay, so we are talking about improvement loop here, right? So the thing is that why I have brought up this tennis reference is that so we are talking about improvement, right? And I don't know many of you knows or not. Uh, Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer are very good friend in personal life, and they used to practice together also. So whenever they used to practice together, they used to improve a lot. Their game improves a lot whenever they practice together. So that's why I wanted to bring this reference because we are talking about product improvement loop. So word improvement is there, right? And whenever Federer and Nadal used to practice together, they also improve a lot in their game. So improvement loop is, you can relate improvement loop like this. And fans have a unique word which they reference, single word to reference both these players, Federer and Nadal, and that word is Fedal, right? You might have heard about this word, Fedal. So Fedal mein FE stands for Federer and DL stands for Nadal. So Federer plus Nadal, whenever fans used to refer them together, they used to call them Fedal. So our improvement loop for AI product after release is based on the word Fedal. Okay. And how you can remember? So improvement word is there, and Federer and Nadal, whenever they used to practice together, they used to improve a lot in their tennis capabilities. Okay, so what is Fedal? So F basically stands for feedback, and we are talking about the stage where you have released your AI product, agentic AI product, and after release you have to keep on improving on that AI product, right? So that basically talks. That's what we are basically discussing here. So how you can improve? First is feedback. So improve through. Okay, not okay. Yeah. So improve through. How you can improve through feedbacks? So you can improve through explicit feedbacks. Explicit feedbacks. And second is implicit feedbacks. What is explicit feedbacks? So explicit feedbacks are basically user ratings, user reviews. These are, you know, explicit feedback, and then you might have seen thumbs up and down symbol to like or dislike any answer, right? So that way you can take explicit feedback from user. What are implicit feedback? Implicit means automatically that will considered or logged as a feedback. So it is to understand the clicks, how many clicks user is doing, then drop off rate, and then usage pattern. All these things, if you calculate or if you monitor, so this will give you an implicit feedback about your product, right? So this is about F. What is E? E basically stands for engine. So engine means यहाँ पे you can improve through improve your prompts, so giving better prompts, then choosing right model or LLM whenever needed to I would say not choosing, upgrade, basically upgrading to better model whenever needed, right? And improving RAG pipeline again and again whenever required. So this no okay RAG pipeline will basically come in next point. It is about doing proper ragging, proper rag. Okay, so this will come under engine part. Next is D part. D is again data here, right? So data is improved through. Here you can improve through uh, storing all user interactions, correct? Then storing user feedbacks, and then ensuring that the data is clean, always ensuring that data is always clean, because if you clean it once, you have to again and again make effort to clean the data iteratively in future also. Just make sure that your data is always clean and ensure that data is always updated. So if there is any change in your knowledge base, then you have to make sure that your data is always updated, so that proper RAG will be formed. It will not be, your model is not referring to the stale data. Yeah, so improve through data. Next is A part. A basically stands for action here. So here you have to improve through so action, you have to take action. So what action you can take? So you improve through showing recommendations to the users, right? And then yeah, basically showing improvements. Showing the recommendation uh, to the user, and then giving some rewards based on certain action. Giving some rewards based on certain actions or benchmark on application. So all those you can think by improving through action. Next is L part. L basically means learning here. So how you can improve through L part here? So improve through here, improve through insight generation, basically insights that you can generate. What all insights you can generate? So you can generate the performance of your application, then user behavior, insights on user behavior, then insights on relevance, insights on data, insights on UX, insights on business impact, all insights that you can think to generate, and based on those insight, if you can improve, then it will come under improve through learning. File, save as. One second. Okay. So this is about AI-driven product management. So if you want to see everything in a nutshell, so we have discussed about Agentic AI system design, which is IMOA, right? All the system layers are, responsible there. Then key focus area of product manager we have discussed. Then life cycle of a product, AI product development we have discussed. And then how we can improve the AI product after the release. So this basically covers the whole crude, points related to product management, right? So you should be knowing about this product, Agentic AI product management in a nutshell. So this is about the AI-driven product management, and I want to emphasize on this. Again and again, I want to emphasize because this is very important whenever you will be appearing in some interview. If you give your thought process around AI, I mean the product development, Agentic AI product development, it will basically help you in having the upper hand in that particular interview. So just don't underestimate this. I know this is theoretical concepts, but don't underestimate the power of these concepts, right? This is where it will, using this, you will stand out in the crowd whenever you will be appearing in some interviews. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for today's theory. Now let's have a Menti quiz. We will take a 10-minute break, and then we will uh, do some prompt engineering using Python. Very basic, nothing, no rocket science in that. Okay, so I'm starting the presentation. And okay, so here is the quiz. You guys please open menti.com and 83888016 is the code that you can enter. I can see one player ready. Two players are ready. Please join in. Three players are ready. I'll wait for others to join. Four players are ready. Okay, please join in. You can see the code on the screen. 83888016 is the code to join today's Menti. I think one more player is needed. If I'm not wrong, please join whoever has not joined yet. Okay, I'll give last 10 seconds. Please join in. You have to open menti.com in your mobile and then enter this code 83888016. Okay, let's get started. So here comes the first question on your screen. We have 5 questions today. Okay, so which command runs a Streamlit app? We have seen that in our last demo session last week, right? Which command is used to run a Streamlit application? Everyone has voted. The correct answer is Streamlit run app.py, which only one person has answered it correctly. Let's go to the leaderboard and see who has answered it correctly. It is Sebastian. Sebastian is the one mystery guy. Sebastian. Okay. Question number 2. 4 players are ready. Here it comes on your screen. Okay, which Streamlit function is used to display text as a title? st.header, st.title, st.text, st.write. So the correct answer is st.title. Everyone had answered it correctly. Let's go to the leaderboards to see the standings. Clippy had answered it fastest. Okay, so Sebastian is still leading. Clippy is second. Meghna is third. Let's go to the third question. Okay, let's go to the third question. Here it comes on your screen. Which Streamlit function is used for text input? Is it st.text box? Is it st.text input, st.input text, or st.write input? So the correct answer is st.text input, not input text, text input. Only one person had answered it correctly. Let's go to the leaderboard and see who is the one who had answered. Okay, Meghna had answered it correctly. Okay, so Meghna is first, Sebastian is second, Sunny is third. Okay, let's go to the question number 4. Question number 4 comes on your screen now. Pay attention. What is Streamlit mainly used for? Mobile app development, building interactive web apps using Python, database administration, operating system development. Everyone has voted, and the correct answer is building interactive web using Python. Everyone had answered it correctly. Let's go to the leaderboard and see who is leading the charts. Sunny had answered it fastest. Okay, so here comes the last question, which will decide today's Menti winner. Pay attention. All your focus on screen. All your focus on your fingers as well. Here it comes, the last question. Which function is used to create a button in Streamlit? st.click, st.input, st.press, st.button. Okay, everyone has voted, and the correct answer is st.button. So 3 people had answered it correctly. Let's go to the leaderboard to see who is today's Menti winner. Okay, so today's Menti winner is Meghna. Congratulations, Meghna. And okay, and presentation. 1 second. Who is Sebastian? Is it Sai?
Yeah,
Okay, 1 second.
the name auto-populates. So
Okay, so let me 1 second. So Menti Top Gun 1 is Meghna, second is Sai, and third is Raj, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So Menti, let's name it Menti Champ this time. Top Gun ho gaya last time, na? So Menti Champ, Menti Champ, Menti Champ, Menti Champ 1, Meghna. Okay. Menti Champ 2 is Sai. And Menti Champ 3 is Raj. Okay, and Today is 9th May 2026. Meghna. Okay, progress. Let's go to the progress bar also. 3rd May. Today, Agentic AI product development. 9th May. Okay, cool. So let's take a break, 10 minutes break. And after that, we will do a quick, Python workshop. So see you in 10 minutes, guys. Hey folks, welcome back. Okay, so we will be going to discuss on prompt engineering through Python code. Okay, now we will also, I think when I have taken this prompt engineering session, I think I missed that. So I thought I'll cover it today before we start LangChain and other multi-orchestration framework, just to give the clear idea on how do we construct the prompt before going forward, right? So when we talk about the prompt structure or prompt component, right? So there is a user query. We call it as user prompt also. So this is user prompt. Then we have system prompt, right? System prompt is a static part. What it is, I'll tell you in a while. Then we have dynamic placeholders. So dynamic placeholders, and then apart from it, we also have memory, past memory, right? And system prompt and dynamic placeholder. So dynamic placeholder, what I'm talking is basically where you will give, dynamic ways to add the tone and then audience role dynamically, right? Through coding. So that is the dynamic placeholder I'm talking. Then we have RAG portion also, which we can add in context. So everything comes under dynamic placeholder. So system prompt plus dynamic placeholder, whenever we define that in our code, it is known as prompt template, right? And once we construct everything all together, this is known as final prompt that we send to LLM, right? So we will design this final prompt today in this quick workshop, Python workshop, so that it gives you the clear understanding on how does it work basically in Python. Okay, so I have created this Python module, prompt engineering.py. So let me create one variable. So this I can store that separately also in one file. Probably when we are making Python workspace, I can create one directory as prompt engineering or config file, something like that. There I can store my prompt template into this into a separate file. But I'll show you in this file itself. In this script itself, how we are doing this. Okay. Okay. So I will start initialize this variable. I have created this variable prompt template. I am using uh, triple quotes in a string so that I can enter the text into multiple lines, right? So I'll start with the text: act as an intelligent, or URM. You are a helpful AI assistant. Okay. And consider the following points. Consider the following points. Now I will decide the role of this particular. So this is how I will define, and this is what I was talking. This role in this placeholder that I'm giving, this is dynamic placeholders that I'm putting in my template. Okay, so role I am defining something like this. Base context I am defining. So base context, I will define base context like this. So base context, this in ideal situation. So whatever you are retrieving from your vector database, so that retrieved text will basically go in this dynamic placeholder. But for now, I will replace this with a usual normal string text. So I'm applying AI of prompt engineering here, right? A means act as a, so role I have given. And audience, okay, we have to give audience also, right? Target audience, target audience, target audience, right? B means base context. C means the actual task, create task, what you want your prompt to do. So answer the following query. Following query. And you are providing the query here. And then A, B, C is done. D means do's and don'ts. So do's I am writing. Do's I am writing. And the do's. Okay, what happened? Something happened. Okay, that's fine. So the points that you want to be concise and clear, provide accurate and relevant information. Use example if necessary. Okay. Don'ts. Don't provide irrelevant information. Don't make assumption without. Don't use complex language unnecessarily. ठीक है. So do's and don'ts I have provided. E means example. So example, you can provide some examples. Okay. And you can let's keep it a placeholder for example also. You can provide it dynamically, right? You can save example somewhere so that it can dynamically replace here. Then EF means final prompt, final output, right? So final something like this. Final output format you are mentioning. So you can mention return the output in this format where AI agent response part should be in AI agent response part should be in response format, something like this. Let's write response format. And how do you want to, let's say, response like this you are giving, and query and AI. Okay, so something like this you have given the output format. Okay, so F part is done. Now comes the G part. G part may you will mention guardrails. GUARD guardrails. Okay, and hallucination. H means hallucination prevention strategies. Okay, so some of the points I have mentioned here. So this is how. So what is this altogether? This is a prompt template, right? So you can store that in separately in config files under your project, or you can store that in a separate prompt engineering directory. Now look closely here. Now this static part, whatever is written in blue color, right here, blue, you are a helpful AI system, consider the following points, blah, blah, blah. So whatever it is written in blue color, this is a static part in the whole prompt, in this whole prompt template. This is a static part. And the static part is something known as system prompt. System prompt. Okay. Oh, and these red ones, which are under the placeholders, these red ones. So these are dynamic placeholders. Dynamic placeholders. So dynamic placeholder as well as a static part all together, what are they known as? They are known as prompt template, right? And dynamic placeholder, even query is basically part of dynamic placeholder only here in this case. Okay, so this is how you have defined your prompt template. Now, how can you replace these what do you say values, dynamic placeholder values? Can someone tell in chat, or can someone speak up how we can do that? Anyone?
What was the question?
Okay, so you have created this prompt template. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you have to provide the value of role, target audience, base context dynamically or on runtime or whatever user provides. So what are the different ways in which you can replace the values in this prompt template string with the values that you will provide under these variables: role, target audience, base context?
Maybe we can create argument with this, and we can
So
pass that.
you will create an AI app where user will input something. So some of the part will come from there. But using this prompt template string, how you can replace those values? Think of some string function or string method which you can implement.
Replace.
Replace, not replace. Any other method? F string is one. Yes, F string is one part, one way. Second is, so we will see both ways one by one. Okay, let's see first F string. So in order to create this string, this prompt as a F string, you have to just prefix the word F. It becomes a F string. And now, whenever you are using F string, you have to define values before declaring the F string. That is very important, and people often confuses. So response format JSON, everything is done. Okay. So you have first here what is happening. You are first defining the values. First step is to define variables, and then second step is define F string. These are the two ways, right? So for whenever you are using F string, the values should be defined before declaring F string. So what will happen here? The role, whatever value you are giving in role, AI assistant will be replaced here. Whatever you are giving in target audience will be replaced here. And let's see how the final text looks. So in order to see the final text, we will do print prompt template. Okay. And now if we open terminal, cmd venv scripts activate dot bat. Okay, so we have activated the Python virtual environment, then Python -m prompt underscore engg. So you can see when I ran this script, it has found the final prompt where it has defined role, it has replaced the value AI assistant, journal, target audience, target audience, base context. So this is how you form the prompt when you are making LLM application or framework around AI agent or agentic AI systems, right? So this is the first way. What is the second way? Okay, before that, I'll just show you. If you will try to copy this and use it afterwards, will it work? It will not work, right? If you will run this program again, it will, okay, it is working. Okay, it is still working. I don't know. I have seen, lot many times it was giving errors. Okay, if it is working, then well and good. Let me just recheck once again. So I haven't saved this file. After saving, you can see it is throwing the error role, name role is not defined, right? It is giving error. So, and you can see warning here also, right? Role is not defined. And so it will give error. So you have to define it before using it. Now, second way is using a string format function. So format function is basically how you will do prompt template equal to prompt template dot format function you will use And role may you will give. Okay.
And London, UK. राजा को कॉल कर रहा है अभी राजा घर में ही है शायद
Role equal to AI assistant, target audience, base context. Okay. Okay. And once I will use it, once I will run it. Okay. Why it is not running role? Okay, because this string is still F string, right? So you have to make it a normal string to use it. Now, when you will run it, it should provide you the correct format. So it has created the final prompt for you, right? So this is how you do prompt engineering within your Python workspace or Python projects, where you define some, couple of prompt formats, and you basically store the dynamic placeholders. You basically keep some dynamic placeholders under that prompt template, which you will dynamically replace in this prompt template and then reconstruct the final prompt that you will send to LLM finally. Okay, so this is how it is done. Yeah, so this was about the quick way to show how you can do prompt engineering within your Python code. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today's session. So tomorrow we will start LangChain. We will see what are the different components, core concepts in LangChain, and how many types of chats, how many types of models we can use there, how many types of memories are there. We will see that, and then we will create a quick Python mini project to demonstrate the usage of LangChain, to demonstrate the usage of RAG, how we will use RAG there using LangChain, and then how the user query is interpreted, and how the response is generated. So we will see all those tomorrow. Yeah. Any doubts before we wrap up today's session?
Abhinav, the project management we have
You want mind map, right?
mind map. So in that we have written multiple terms and all, right? So we'll have to go through by ourselves. Let's just to understand all those things.
Yeah, I'll share that mind map. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Well, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today's session then. Thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.